Well, hi Leos, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. Let's find out what Leos can expect coming up in their lives for September. September's reading, please. What can Leos expect? This card actually goes there. What can Leos expect coming up in their lives in September? Okay, reading, but readings, they don't go past 6 months. Too much changes out there for them to be valid for over 6 months. Okay, Leos. I see you as a Queen of Wands here already. We have a few cards left for the second part of the reading. So, the Chariot, yay, surrounds your entire reading. You're moving forward, you're moving on. And you know, if you snap those reins, those sphinxes there, they can get up and they can book fast. This is the card for Cancer. Cancer might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is surrounding the entire reading. This is what we're going to talk about, is you moving forward. I have the Queen of Swords here in your highest energy. So the Queen of Swords is all about seeking truth, seeking clarity, speaking the truth, getting the truth. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. These are the two strongest energies. You know, all cards are male or female in readings, but these are the two strongest energies in the whole reading. So there's truth and clarity here that's going to help you move forward. And you're going to seek it. You're going to ask for it. And there's something you might have to say, too, that's truth or some type of clarity in order to move forward to someone. I have the Moon. Oh, there's something that you really want to reveal to somebody here. You do want to move forward. That's why it's next to the Queen of Swords. The Moon is about hidden things being revealed. It's like secrets revealed a lot of times. This is the card for Pisces. Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. So it looks like the Queen of Swords wants to reveal something which is going to help you move forward. So you're the Queen of Swords. You need to reveal something to someone so that you can move forward. I have the Six of Wands next to the Moon card. This is a card of success in love. This is a card, can be of engagement with the wreath being there. See all these wands coming up in the background? Those are people celebrating your love for someone, or, you know, their love for you too. It's a very celebrational card. Perhaps you're giving an answer about an engagement, about settling down, and you're deciding that you do want to move forward in this scenario, or you want to move forward on your own. I need to keep reading. I have the Queen of Wands under the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queens and Kings are very mature-minded. So this is your energy, Leo. You're a fire sign. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. One of those might be strong in someone else's chart also around this reading. You're a very passionate person at heart. You're holding a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings here. And you're also holding a sunflower. There's a cat. So wherever you put your love, you put your passion. When you're in, you are all in when it comes to whatever it is. It could be work. It could be animals. It can be gardens. It can be other people, relationships. So, you know, you are moving forward. You're holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. You're going to reveal something to someone, or you're going to ask them to reveal something back to you. Now, that could happen in this reading. You could ask for truth, and then something is revealed. I'm still getting there. I have the Two of Swords right next to the Chariot and under the Six of Wands. This is like not dealing with something. This is, I think that you've been just trying not to deal with something, hoping it'll work its way out. but your heart is guarded, your swords are up, your blindfold's on. So this is like, an ostrich maybe putting its head in the sand. It's like, because you don't want your heart to get hurt. So you've been ignoring or avoiding a situation here. This is something that you need to talk about. You'll be coming out of that energy when you become the Queen of Swords. And it's keeping you from moving forward. As you can see, the two of Swords is not moving in any direction. So once you come out of that, once you seek this truth and clarity, and whatever is revealed, you're going to be able to start moving forward, and that's what you really want to do. I have the Tower card under the Queen of Wands and right next to the Seven of Pentacles over here. Well, the Tower card here is about the destruction of, the blowing up of. This could be an argument too, or a fight, something like that, But this is something you want to move forward from. You want to start fresh. Okay, feels like there was an argument. There was something going on here that leaves you wanting to talk about it. It leaves you wanting to move forward. And I think you just want to put it behind you and move forward. That's what it looks like. So there's something going on. You just want to get behind you, move forward. The truth comes out. So something that was hidden was revealed. It looks like you're kind of working through it. I have the Seven of Pentacles next to the Tower card and under the Chariot. This is the card of waiting for something to come to fruition. I think that's what the argument may have been about, is how to move forward with someone that's in your life. Waiting and waiting and waiting for a relationship to come to fruition, for it to become grounded, solid, maybe committed, because Pentacles, they're about security, stability, commitment. So, waiting until finally, I think things blew up. That's what it looks like. So I have the Knight of Cups next to the Seven of Pentacles and under the Two of Swords. Yeah, when you keep things bottled up, and that's what it looks like. You were keeping something bottled up for fear that it may turn into an argument, yet it still did. Eventually, all you're doing is delaying. So you want to talk about it. You want to discuss the truths here. And something is revealed, and I think that something is that they love you. This is the Knight of Cups. This is an offer of love. They have taken this to get that offer out of them. They have been very, like holding that cup close, and now they're willing to really give this a chance. And the same with you. I think that it's very sincere energy. And I think it looks like things are kind of moving along. Looks like it was a big bump in the road, but talking about it, communication, is the key to moving forward. Let's see what the rest of this reading has. That will answer a lot of questions. We need a few more cards here for Leos. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh goodness. Yeah, you're going to be moving forward. I have the Knight of Wands next to the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's like you were feeling like this person was taking this relationship for granted. They weren't putting the work in. They were running in, running out. You felt used if this is your reading. This is a general reading. If it's not resonating with you, check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from someone that you trust. But yeah, I think you feel like, instead of heading toward, and you are going to be heading towards a more solid relationship, you are seen as a couple. For those of you this reading resonates with, you're already seen as a couple by others, but the other person in the relationship was not grounded. They were just flighty and not stable, not secure, and you kept waiting for this to become more solid, and it just wasn't. And finally, there was a blow up, But I have the Five of Cups next to the Knight of Wands, and the Five of Cups tells me you were very disappointed in them, disappointed in love. Every time they ran out, they left you feeling discouraged and disappointed. There are two cups behind this figure that are still standing upright. So I call this the card of hope. So there is hope in love here. And on the other side, the Five of Cups is the Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like that you were trying to love them, and they were just like stomping on it. It's like they were just like ignoring it. They're acting like it didn't exist. Not really reaching for that cup, and not presenting their own cup. But down here, like I said, things are changing. They decide to reach out with their cup. I know you've reached out with yours. I could change my mind though. Let me get through this reading, and then I'll tell you for sure, okay? I have the Three of Pentacles right under the Knight of Wands and next to the Two of Swords. So remember, the Two of Swords is not dealing with the situation that was, because you didn't want your heart to get broken, but then there was a blow up, and it had something to do with this energy of the Knight of Wands. Well, the Three of Pentacles is about security and stability, but this is a black card, as you can see. And there might have been an interfering party or someone who, was getting in the mix of things and causing more trouble in the relationship than there would have been to start with. This can be anybody. I don't think it's a third party, but it could be like maybe they were just out wanting to date with other people. Maybe that you were never committed and you just kept waiting and waiting to be committed, and they didn't want to give up their lifestyle, because this is under the Knight of Wands. So I just feel like three's a crowd in that card, and I think you knew it and you're trying not to deal with it, just hoping that they come around, and it wasn't happening. So this is why you had to bring it up. Hey, you want to move forward, okay? Are they in or are they out? They can't be in and out at the same time. That's what they want to do, I have the King of Pentacles right next to the Three of Pentacles and under the Five of Cups. The King of Pentacles, very mature energy again. Looking at that pentacle as, cherishing that pentacle. Security, stability, this is commitment, groundedness. So this is what you got, this is what you're focused on right here. Well, it wasn't going to happen with this energy and this energy. There's no way. So this conversation is really needed to move forward. And, you're waiting. You're focusing on the pentacles here. You're waiting for it to come to fruition here. You're just really, you haven't taken your eyes off the ball at all. And then we have, the Judgment card. Okay. This has all been a spiritual lesson for you. It might be a lesson. I always try to look and see if I can see a lesson in here. It might be a lesson of, for one thing, not closing yourself off to red flags in a relationship, not just hoping things will go away, actually taking action and seeking the truth and the clarity. Maybe that wasn't done enough here. The disappointment in love and everything. You're waking up to your spiritual lesson, as you can see. And when you wake up to a spiritual lesson, you're rewarded by the universe. So, I do see a reward down here. Oh, goodness. Right under the Three of Pentacles, I feel like this person, once you have this conversation, is going to come in with, you're the one they really care about. And they are willing to be monogamous, committed, more grounded, something like that. They're willing to take a step forward in the relationship. So if there's a third energy here, if they're trying to influence this relationship, it's going to not be working anymore. I don't think it's a third party per se. If they were out dating other people, I think that they are going to really try to make this relationship work. This Ace of Pentacles is right next to the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is right under the King of Pentacles. So this deceitful energy, they were being deceitful. I mean, they weren't telling you everything. And I think they tell you something here with the Moon card that kind of like, you go, oh, okay, I get it. It's like, but I need to move forward, Are you in or are you out? So the Seven of Swords is deceitful. Lying, stealing, cheating, it can be rumors. But the thing is this energy here can totally ruin a relationship. And I think it had something to do with this third energy. It could have been someone putting a bug in their ear about something. Whatever it was deceitful. It caused this energy here from whoever else is in this card here. This is what was causing all the stress, anxiety, and confusion in your relationship. Besides their energy was not stable. It was very flighty. But they're going to come forth with wanting to try to work this out. I can see it. And that's your reward, for sure. So this is Five of Wands. It's about stress, anxiety, confusion, mentally just like, what is going on here? Well, this is what was going on. But this is going to be resolved. And it's going to be resolved because you're going to take the action. You're going to start the conversation. And you're the one who wants to move forward. You need to put your passion somewhere, and you're not going to, you decide that's part of your spiritual lesson. You decide that you're not going to keep putting your passion into something if you're not getting it back in return. And that's going to be part of this conversation. So Leos, let me take out a guardian angel card for this reading for you. What do they have to say? You're not go with the reading, and just be something else that I haven't covered that they want to get out there for most of you, the ones that this reading resonates with. One more shuffle. Get in there. One more. Well, okay, that's the way it wants to go. That's the way it will go. So, Leos, let's find out. Take your card here. I already know where it's at. Right there. It is the Four of Action. I'm going to read this card to you. The Four of Emotion. I'm sorry. It's the Four of Emotion, not action. Four of Emotion. I just put glasses on, so. Okay. There are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. And you know, I think that's exactly what you're doing here with the Queen of Swords, wanting to move forward. This is actually action. It's acting upon your dreams, knowing that this is not what you dreamed of and wanting more and making it clear, you know, to whoever it is that's running in and out of your life. I'm taking out a universe card for you. Okay, let's see what the universe has for you for Leos. For Leos. To the degree I am happy, I am successful. That is so true. Now, I'm going to read the back of this card to you. Whether it's a trophy, money, relationships, or things, the achievement of anything that you desire must be considered success. But if you will let your standard of success be your achievement of joy, everything else will then fall easily into place. For in the finding of joy, you are finding vibrational alignment with the resources of the universe. And that's exactly what you're doing here. When you're having this conversation, you're trying to find the joy in this relationship. And by having that conversation, you're helping to create the joy. And if this is your reading, it looks like it will work out. Not after kind of letting it bubble up and brew until the point of a snap of some sort. And then it gets resolved, and you start that. So, wow, Leos, this is your reading, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.